Good evening, everyone. And you are watching live right now a huge rivalry in the fold. The Brookstone Lady Cougars, led by Kim Ellison, last year's GIAA 4A state runner-up, led with Taylor Williams, who has graduated and go on to play at the next level. Then we got the Pacelli Vikings, led by Brian Thomas, and the Lady Vikings coming in 10-4 on the season. Your play-by-play announcer for all Vikings and Lady Vikings, Trip Behringer, alongside Georgia Alabama Sports Live partner of mine, Richard Holdridge. Richard, how are you, man?
It's great to be here in the land. Huge rivalry game tonight in the Chattahoochee Valley area. And Tuesday night, what better place to be for high school basketball? A lot of games in the area, but this by far is going to be the most electric atmosphere as these two rivals, there's no love lost between these two schools. They battle it out in just about every sport. And there's a lot on the line because you look at the region right now. Brookstone comes in with a 2-1 record. Pacelli's 1-0. They're going to play Heritage on Thursday, but evenly matched teams, and I can't wait for an exciting day of basketball.
I can't either. And this is rivalry week. We got Glenwood Lee Scott on Thursday, but we're starting it off with Brookstone, Pacelli. It's kind of like Duke, North Carolina. These two teams and schools do not like each other. In football, last year, Pacelli won the regular season game and then won in the playoffs to win a state championship. Well, this year in football, Brookstone loses to Pacelli in the regular season, but then upsets Pacelli in the playoffs, and they make a state championship run. And in basketball, last year, both Lady Vikings and Vikings swept the season series, but the Brookstone Lady Cougars made it to all the way to the state championship. The boys lost in Elite 8 to Pacelli. So these two teams face a lot, whether it be in the playoffs or in the regular season. They're rivals, and we got it here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Starting lineups for the Pacelli Vikings: Zaniyah Crouch, Kamora Jones, Grace Smith, Shakira Jackson, and Ivana Thomas. For the Brookstone Cougars:
Ava Mickelson, Taylor Zwicky, Caroline Peak, Carson Galligan, and Maggie Yancey.
Here's a three-pointer that's no good. Grace Smith battling for the rebound with Taylor Zwicky. And if you look at the leading scorer for this Brookstone team is Carson Galligan, but right behind her is Taylor Zwicky, who had an excellent year last year as a freshman.
Yeah, the leading scorer on Brookstone is Carson Galligan, who's only a freshman, averaging 10.8 points a game.
Dump down to Hosley. Hosley, turnaround jump shot is pure. And Michaela Hosley starts off where she left off, and she's the leading scorer for these Lady Vikings at 15.8 points a game.
I like that sky hook. The former Northside Patriot gets the scoreboard off right. Look at that full court press, taking a page out of that full court press defense that Coach Thomas likes to run here at Pacelli. Forces a turnover.
If you're watching now on Facebook, please share the video. Subscribe. Kamora Jones for three. Airmails that one. Coach Kim Ellison, Brookstone, has done an excellent job. Was a phenomenal player herself in her own right. Played Division I college ball at Georgia Tech and San Diego State. Now, as the lead coach at Brookstone, she took the Lady Cougars to the state championship game last year and came up just short against George Walton.
Nice steal by Hosley.
And there goes Hosley. Hosley, nice pass ahead to Jones. Jones, left-hand layup, no.
Oh, and another turnover by Brookstone.
Back-to-back turnovers. Pacelli up 2-0. Jones slows it down.
Yeah, Kim Ellison had an incredible run, along with her sister. Made it to the Final Four. She made it to the GIAA championship. It was a great story here in the Tri-City area.
Hosley, good screen from Smith. Out, Zaniyah Crouch gets it off the glass and banks in a three. 5-0 Lady Vikings here to start.
The Brookstone defense collapsed on Hosley. She kicks it out to Crouch for the three. What a way to start for Pacelli.
Zwicky up ahead, stop. Look at that block from Hosley. Jones has got it. Jones gets pushed in the back, and that's going to be a foul. The Lady Vikings have been on a tear recently, beating Douglas County, beating Loganville, beating Sandy Creek. They're 10-4, and they're making noise in the GIAA. Their counterpart, Brookstone, 9-8 this year. Obviously, replacing a girl that put up 27 points a game is going to be a tall task, but they're doing a good job at that.
Yeah, Taylor Williams was instant offense for Brookstone last year. It's hard to replace a Taylor Williams.
So that's going to be a traveling violation on Grace Smith. Full court, 2-2-1. Bryant Thomas, legendary player here in the Tri-City area who graduated and played at Columbus State. And now was one of the top trainers in our area that got an opportunity to be a head coach, and he has done a phenomenal job building this Pacelli program back up. Also in the game now, Shakira Jackson, who's had an excellent season. Jump shot, no. Rebound, nice pass, and Zawicki misses the layup. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Crouch.
Now this Brookstone team, very young. I see a bunch of freshmen and sophomores on this team. Caroline Peak's a sophomore. Taylor Zawicki's a sophomore.
There's a turnover again. Here comes Hosley. She's a one-man wrecking crew to the rack and gets fouled by Zawicki on the fast break. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
We talk about the impact that Hosley makes on the court, is that she is a physical post player that has the skills, and we saw her last year in the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament for Northside, and just what an impact that she has made here, coming over from Northside and playing for Pacelli this year for Coach Thomas.
Yeah, she has been the X factor when it comes to new additions for teams around this area. But the X factor of this team just checked in, according to Bryant Thomas, when we talked with him during the Pacelli Basketball Coaches Show on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Tamaya Ransom, she had 11 and 13 against Douglas County, a 6A public school, on Saturday. She does all the little things right. She comes off the bench. She doesn't mind not starting after starting last year. That's got to be great to have, her leadership and her valuable minutes as a spark plug off the bench. Good pass and layup. And that gives the leading scorer, Galligan, on the board. And finally, Brookstone scores.
Well, you talk about Ransom. She's an efficient player, leading the team with a 49% field goal percentage.
Look at that wraparound pass from Hosley. And that's going to send Tamaya Ransom to the line to shoot free throws. But what an excellent vision from Hosley.
I love Hosley's just her passing capability. She sees the court. She'll see the play before it even finishes.
So now Ransom will shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is no good. Ivana Thomas now comes in as she starts to get healthy. I mean, you're just adding another explosive scorer who, before she got hurt, put up 15, 16 a game last year. You add that to an already talented roster, you're talking about state championship team. Look at Shakira Jackson getting the rebound. Jackson, wild shot, but gets fouled.
Well, Ivana Thomas, she's only played 5 games this year. I mean, she was injured last year. She was injured to start the season. I mean, she has made an impact for Coach Thomas here. In Pacelli out to a hot start, 6-2 against their longtime rival. I mean, they got a very busy week. They don't want to overlook anybody, but right now, Heritage, undefeated in the region, 14-0, and they play them Thursday.
But
yeah, so Thursday they take on Heritage out of Noonan, one of the top teams in the GIAA.
Yeah, and that's a rivalry too, so they got that on Thursday.
Another offensive rebound.
And that is, look at it, Ransom again on the glass.
Not giving up on the play.
And good steal from Grace Smith. Smith drives, Smith off the glass. No, Jackson rebound. Out to Grace, ball gets knocked out of bounds, going to stay with Brookstone.
Grace Smith is the second leading scorer on the team with 11.6 points a game, and she's only an 8th grader.
And now Jayla Moore comes in, and Jayla Moore put up close to 9 points a game last year. She's coming off the bench. Ransom put up 6 or 7. She's coming off the bench. That's how you know this is a deep team in Pacelli. And there's Ransom there, misses. Rebound goes to Brookstone.
Good double team. The trap, trying to force a turnover again.
Nice cut and finish. No. But good cut from Caroline Peak. Not able to finish, though. Here comes Grace. Grace drives, floater, no. Rebound, Ivana Thomas, and lays it up off with the left hand. That's a good sign from 34. Seal. Grace Smith read it all the way. Grace pulls up. Jayla dumped down to Maya, and travels.
Yeah, she wanted to kick it out to Grace Smith. I think that Ransom should have went up for that. I mean,
yeah, and as she was heading for that move, and then she just didn't like the look and decided to pass it out. Zaniyah Crouch just checked in. Also coming in for the Cougars is Sally Beck.
If we got ourselves a crowd, as the visitor side is packed because, you know, Brookstone just up the road, of course, going to make the trip. And
Crouch read that.
This rivalry runs deep, Thrift, in all sports. And how fun is that going to be next year in the GIAA when Calvary joins the group?
Well, we're going to take a break. This game being brought to you by State Farm, Carroll Purdue, Terry Johnson Agency, Masterwall, Behringer Construction, St. Anne-Pacelli, PNB Broadcasting, Sports Vision, double coverage. We'll be back after this. It's Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back, everyone. 8-2, Pacelli with an early lead. Maggie Yancey's got it. And that pass is going to go out of bounds. Julianne Powell's one trying to save it.
Thrift, you mentioned this is rivalry week. We do have some rivals going on right now, including Northside Harris County, Spencer Kendrick. Smith Station Auburn, that's a rivalry.
Yeah.
Always an action-packed Tuesday night in high school basketball.
Look at the move from
I love
Hosley.
that Euro step. Look at that Euro step by Hosley.
But not able to finish.
Yeah. But she really has the right idea. Got a little bit of a breather. And another turnover forced.
And here comes Jayla Moore all alone and lays it up and in, 10-2. Turnovers have been the biggest weakness for Brookstone this year. Nice pass to Powell. Powell thought about shooting it. 15-foot jump shot, no. Rebound into the hands of Zaniyah Crouch.
I just think the level of play that Pacelli has played, Coach Thomas has got them playing GHSA teams like Harris County and Wheeler and beating teams like Sandy Creek and Douglas County. I mean, that gets you battle tested.
That is, and that's excellent D. You're right about that. Good D from Julianne Powell and Pacelli, Lady Vikings and Vikings. They're not scared to go and face anybody, man. And Coach Black, I mean, we're talking about an A-list schedule, probably one of the toughest in the state, regardless of classification.
And the girls team followed suit with a tough schedule of their own.
Jayla Moore, Ivana drives out the Grace. Grace sets, shoots a three, no. Rebound Hosley, she goes up and scores.
I do like how Ivana Thomas driving and kicking, collapsing the defense to kick it out to Grace Smith. Just keep feeding her the ball because those shots are going to go down.
And there's going to be a three-pointer from Powell, who's short.
Yeah, Brookstone has not had any open looks. It's been great defense by Pacelli. As Brookstone has just got to make some adjustments. They just got to get back to the drawing board and try to create something to try to get some points.
1:10 remaining here. Smith to Ivana Thomas. Thomas out to Jayla Moore. Jayla Moore travels.
Yeah, when you do that pump fake to drive the lane, I mean, sometimes you end up taking an extra step.
So Jayla Moore is now going to come out. So, oh, no, Jayla's going to stay. Zanaya's going to come out.
Yeah, this is a deep Pacelli team. I mean, they've got a lot of players from last year. They got some young players as well. I was looking down Brookstone's roster. I mean, they do have some young players as well. But really, when you lose a Taylor Williams, that is the majority of your offense. And you got to find offense somewhere. I've been impressed that Carson Galligan is their leading scorer, and she's only a freshman. You got Taylor Zawicki's only a sophomore. The future's bright in Brookstone.
Powell. Maggie Yancey, she's going to jack up a deep three. The shot is no good from Yancey. Smith, good hands.
Good steal by Galligan.
And Galligan gives it back to Yancey. Yancey up ahead to Powell. Powell sets a three, no. Good rebound from Katie Brooks. Brooks to Yancey. Back to Brooks. Brooks will shoot a three. She misses. And Ivana Thomas comes up with the rebound, 13 seconds remaining.
Shots are just not falling for Brookstone here in the first quarter.
Thomas. Jones. Shot down to 5. Smith. 2. Good pass to Moore. Moore. Shot no good. But the Lady Vikings lead by 10. 12-2. And we'll be back here. It's rivalry week. It's Brookstone Pacelli on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back, everyone, to the broadcast as the Lady Vikings lead the Lady Cougars by 10. A lot of turnovers, shot side falling for the Lady Cougars. And right now, man-to-man defense, Pacelli getting after it. And that's going to be a turnover, and it's going to go right back to Pacelli.
Remember, these two teams will face again February the 9th at Brookstone.
And I'm willing to bet, Richard, that Georgia Alabama Sports Live will be there for that.
I think
nice
so.
job by Michaela Hosley. Dump down pass from Ivana Thomas, high-low action. And that's going to be there all game long, and they're up by 12.
Yeah, Michaela Hosley's leading Pacelli with 7 points. But Ivana Thomas, they got her listed on Max Preps as a shooting guard, a small forward, a power forward. She's a versatile player that could do just about all. She could be a wing player. She has the dribbling capabilities of being a guard. I know that Pacelli really appreciated when she came back. She has made a difference.
Hosley. Grace Smith. Good closeout from Brooks. Jones all the way to the cross court to Hosley, and Hosley.
Nice rebound.
Gets fouled.
Yeah, too much for Carson Galligan. She gets called for the foul, but trying to defend Hosley. I mean, you got Carson Galligan, the freshman, on Michaela Hosley, the senior. I mean, that is going to be, well, she's a junior.
Yeah.
Michaela Hosley's a junior.
They don't have one senior on this team, Richard, so Pacelli is loaded.
They
for
are.
The years
they're
to come.
Young, too, yes.
And if you look at Brookstone, Brookstone has a couple seniors in Kinsey Hale and Olivia Raines, and Maggie Yancey's also senior, but majority of her players that she starts and plays, all underclassmen. Hosley makes the first one. knocks down the second. They're up 14. Powell finds Yancey. Yancey may got away with the travel. Stolen by Ransom. She read the pass all the way. Ransom pulls it back out, gives it to Hosley. Hosley's going to step in for a three-pointer and miss it. And good rebound from Sally Beck. And now Brooks gets caught in the corner, and that's going to be a jump ball. It's going to go back to Pacelli.
Brookstone will play Westfield School next on January the 26th. Right now they are 11-5, 0-2 in the region. Right now Brookstone is in third place.
Smith. Jones is going to pull it out smartly. Shot clock down to 15. Look at that rocket pass. Almost out of bounds, and yeah, it is. I would say, talking about a bullet from Hosley.
That was a fastball. Gray Smith couldn't handle it. It's going to go back to Brookstone. Down 16-2. Need to come up with something here.
And they're going to get a foul on Jones.
But it is hard when Pacelli's forcing turnovers. They got the full court press, swarming defense. But Brookstone's got to start making some shots.
Good hands. Ransom's got it. Ransom. Nobody's going to stop the ball, and she just lays it up and in. Right now, this full court press, Richard, it's a lot to ask for Brookstone. There's another turnover, and Gray Smith's going to float it up. No, gets her own rebound. Loose ball, and they're going to get a jump ball. It's going to go back to Brookstone. Katie Deal and Ava Mickelson for Brookstone are going to check in now. Yancey. Andrew Alford just walked in the building, and that's going to be traveling.
Yes, the former Brookstone Cougar last year went to go play at Central. Won a state championship with the Central Red Devils. But great basketball player. We saw him knock down a bunch of threes in that game against Pacelli last year in the playoffs.
Jones drives. Jones floats it, misses, and ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Pacelli.
Yeah, Thrift, that was a fun day. We made that trip up to Stratford Academy to call the GIAA quarterfinal game between Pacelli and Brookstone.
That was on the boys' side. Shakir Jackson just checked in along with Zaniah Crouch. Jones.
Yeah, the girls did not play. Brookstone actually upset First Presbyterian Day in the first round. Ended up losing to George Walton Academy in the championship.
Jones to Williams. Williams, and that's a shot clock violation. Good defense from Brookstone. Brookstone's actually not played bad defense. It's just been the turnovers that have been the reason why that they're struggling right now.
And they haven't been able to make any shots.
A nice steal from Jayla Moore. Jayla, and that pass, so turnover fest right now from both teams as the Lady Vikings still up by 16.
Yeah, you don't want to play reckless. You want to just play your game and cut down on the turnovers.
Jones gets another turnover. How about that block?
Nice.
From Ava Mickelson. Came out of nowhere. Mickelson's got it now. He's going to find Deal. Deal to Yancey. Yancey, dump down. Good pass at open Mickelson, and finally Brookstone scores again. Charlotte Saunders made the bucket off of Mickelson's pass. Zanaya gonna go baseline, misses, rebound Brooks. And they weren't paying attention. Mickelson was trying to find again Saunders. And there's gonna be a travel on Kamora Jones.
Yeah, if Saunders would have turned around, that pass would have went right to her, but Michaela Hosey with the steal. But Pacelli with another turnover, and Brookstone gets it right back. What an incredible defensive effort by Pacelli, only holding Brookstone to 4 points here in the second quarter.
Shout out to our guy Jeremy Hayes of the Vikings. Thank you for their school. And Roger Beck at the Beck Center. We do our coaches show. We do our Georgia Alabama Sports Live show there. Incredible facility. And it's where we're going to do Baseball Media Day as well.
Oh, I'm excited.
And Hosley gets the steal, lays it up and in.
Double figures from Michaela Hosley. She's got 11 points.
Zanaya steals. Zanaya misses the layup. Yancey. Brooks. Brooks gets caught. Turns it over. Ivana Thomas, she turns it over.
Well, I think she got away with a carry.
Maybe. And there's going to be a foul. Caroline Peak was the one that got fouled.
So as we try to get score updates, Carver is down, taking on Doherty. Columbus is actually in Albany too.
And Doherty, another ranked team in 3A. That region's got 3 ranked teams. Timeout, Brookstone. 30-second timeout. We'll take one too. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. 20-4, Pacelli, and traveling violation.
Yeah, Sally Beck with the turnover. With 2:33 left to go here until the half. It's been all Pacelli, 20-4. Brookstone's got to find a way to get some stops and try to come back into this game. It's still early.
Ransom. Smith thought about shooting and holds it. 2 minutes till halftime. Zanaya out to Ivana. Ivana, three-pointer, no. Ransom, rebound, and a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Vikings.
Like we mentioned, Carver is taking on Doherty. Columbus is taking on Monroe. Try to get some score updates.
Zanaya, Grace. Ivana. Shot clock at 5. Zanaya throws up a wild shot. Goes out of bounds. And it's going to go back to Brookstone.
Spencer's taking on Kendrick. Glenwood taking on Springwood up in Lynette.
Yancey gets in trouble.
Oh, what a steal by
Throws it right to Hosley, who misses the layup.
Very uncharacteristic. Just couldn't follow.
Nobody was even there. Powell. And they're going to say ball goes out of bounds, stay with Brookstone.
And right now, Coach Ellison here for Brookstone, her sister is playing on the other side of the river. The Hardaway Lady Hawks taking on Russell County right now. Great basketball on a Tuesday night here in the Tri-City area.
Yancey getting in trouble, trying to get out of it. Powell's got it now. Powell. Back to Yance. Yancey to Brooks. Brooks back to Yancey.
Nice
Yancey, good cut, gets it blocked by Vanna Thomas.
I think Brookstone needs to slow the tempo down, but they got to come up with shots.
All the way, no, and I'm with you, Richard. They do, right now they are playing at a speed that Brookstone likes, slowing it down, but then they get sped up because of the pressure from Brookstone.
Because really, you give up 20 points in the first half, you're actually playing good defense. It's just they have not been able to score. This is well under Pacelli's average.
Yancey just careless with the ball, and Gray Smith lays it up and in. Katie Brooks gonna pass it in.
Shot clock turned off.
Brooks. They can hold it for the last shot if they want. And Shakira Jackson's got a turnover. Ransom's got it. 5 seconds remaining. Smith, gotta let it go. Just throws up a wild shot. Not what they could have gotten with that much time left. And the Lady Vikings lead the Lady Cougars 22-4. This game brought to you by State Farm, Carroll Purdue, Terry Johnson Agency, Masterwall, Barrier Construction, State Anne-Pacelli Vikings, and Roger Beck of the Beck Center. PNB Broadcasting, Sports Visions, and double coverage. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. It's Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's halftime of a rivalry game. The Lady Vikings on top. Welcome back, everyone. We're about to start the second half here. Leading scorer was Michaela Hosley with 11. She outscored Brookstone by herself. They lead 22-4 here. The only two players that were able to score for Brookstone was Charlotte Saunders
and Carson Galligan, the freshman,
who's the leading scorer for this Lady Cougars team.
And this Brookstone team, they're 9-8. They're 2-1 in the region. They've played a lot of gaps and GIAA teams.
Yeah. Hosley drives. Hosley gets the ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Vikings.
It's a clean block by Brookstone, but it's going to stay here with Pacelli. I tell you, this atmosphere, I mean, it's not every day we get a full-time PA announcer. He's right beside us.
Brian Toledo, longtime radio announcer, PA announcer here. Alumni at Pacelli, and we appreciate Brian
doing a great job.
A professional, element to a great atmosphere. Three-pointer from Powell. She misses. It's going to stay with Brookstone.
Yeah, the Brookstone boys varsity team just checked into the building, led by their coach, Carl Ivy Jr. First year with Brookstone. His dad coaches at Columbus.
Who, by the way, the Columbus Blue Devils. Talking about an improved team.
Wow.
Looking like they're going to make the playoffs this year.
Beat Crisp County on Saturday.
Tamaya Ransom with the steal. Ransom goes up, misses, and rebound but stolen from Ransom. Ransom to Jackson. Jackson drives, gets it blocked from Zawicki.
Good block by Zawicki.
Brooks to Yancey. Stolen. Hosley drives. Hosley misses. Rebound Smith. Blocked from Galligan. Yancey gets the rebound.
Can't. The trap, try to give it up.
And it's stolen. Ransom's got it. Zawicki comes in, and there's a foul.
Yeah, bodies hitting the floor. I mean,
Brookstone. There's a lot of contact right there, Richard.
Yeah, but Brookstone, you got to understand, I mean, they only have 4 points, but they have held Pacelli to just 22 points, and we're in the third quarter. I think it's just this defensive effort by Pacelli.
Powell's going to check in now for Brookstone. Julianne Powell.
And a big shout out to the Calvary head basketball coach's mother. Dee Dee Gordon just entered the building.
Coach Gordon, I love her.
Love Coach Gordon. Got to know her while we were at Calvary. Supporting her son, was there at the Border Wars.
Yancey. Zawicki.
Got to find some space.
10 seconds until the shot clock. Zawicki's got it blocked. Oh. And then another steal. Floor, bodies on the floor, and a jump ball, and it's going to go to Pacelli.
I tell you what, Michaela Hosley, she's got 3 blocks. One of those was a block and a steal at the same time. I mean, she has been just absolutely outstanding, not only on offense for Pacelli, but also on the defensive side of the ball.
Lamar Jones to Grace Smith. Back to Tamaya. Grace in the corner. Wish she'd have let it fly there. She doesn't. She's going to go to Hosley. Hosley's going to cross over. And good defense from Brookstone. Grace Smith's got it. Hosley, step in 3. No. And goes out of bounds.
Yeah, this is very unconventional for Pacelli. They've missed some shots. They've had some opportunities to extend this lead. But Brookstone's defense has quietly kept them in this game, even though they only have 4 points. They've just got to find a way to score.
Ivana Thomas comes in for Shakira Jackson. And that goes right through the hands of Powell.
Yeah, you're trying to come back in this game. You don't want to give up costly turnovers like that.
And Smith almost loses that one. Good hustle, though. Jones has got it. She's going to bring it back out. Grace, nobody steps up on her, and she knocks it down. Three-pointer from Grace Smith. And finally, someone scores here in the second half.
The 8th grader second on the team in score, and she's got 5 points. Nice three. Another steal for Hosley.
Hosley drives. Hosley out to Jones. Jones three-pointer, no. Rebound, back to Jones. Jones cross-court to Grace. Grace, another step in three, no. Zawicki gets fouled by Kamora. Coming in now for Brookstone, number 20, Sally Beck, and number 21, Caroline Peak. Stolen. Ransom goes up and finishes. That's what she does. She plays kind of like a Troy Polamalu. Ed Reed, secondary safety member, just reading the defense, reading the offense, getting steals. Another turnover. Ivana leading the fast break, and she gets fouled.
Just the self-awareness by this Pacelli team to anticipate the pass before it's even thrown.
Now coming back in is Ava Mickelson. Jayla Moore is also coming in.
Brookstone, we mentioned 9-8 on the season, 2-1 in the region. They went 22-7 last year. Lost to George Walton Academy in the GIAA championship.
Packed house here at the Land. Good pass. And it's going to be 2 shots.
But Thrift, will we expect anything
Ransom.
else
No.
for a crosstown rivalry like this here in Columbus? These 2 private schools in the GIAA, the Brookstone fans are right behind us. They're making the trip down here. And we expect this to be like this on February the 9th when Pacelli has to go to Brookstone. Tamaya Ransom averaging 7.8 points, coming off the bench. The junior. She's got 5 points. She's tied with Grace Smith. Second on the team in this game. Michaela Hosley is the leading scorer. She's got 11 points. Oh, and another steal.
Moore goes all the way, gets fouled.
And we talk about Pacelli's 10-4 on the season. They're 1-0. And, you know, they play Heritage on Thursday, but they've been so battle-tested. They've played Harris County. We called that game here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
First shot is good from Moore. Zanaya Crouch is going to come in now for Grace Smith.
I mean, they beat some pretty good teams. They've beaten Douglas County, which is a 6A school. They've beaten Sandy Creek, a 3A school in the GHSA. Troup County.
Shot no good. Zanaya gets the ball. Nice pass to Hosley. Hosley misses. And they're going to say over the back, and it's going to go back to Brookstone.
Just aggressive steal. Hosley just instant office trying to put it up. She just had a bad angle. But this is really Pacelli. They had a 22-4 lead at the half. They've outscored Brookstone 7-0 here in the third quarter. They have clamped the defense here in this game.
Good defense from Moore, gets a steal. Moore gets tripped, no call. Mickelson's got it, gives it to Powell, back to Mickelson. Mickelson tries to force it in to Saunders. She wasn't able to catch it. Jayla Moore all alone on the fast break and lays it up and in. Jayla scores there to make it 31-4. They're on a 9-0 run here to start the third quarter, 3:10 remaining. Mickelson up ahead to Powell. Powell, three-pointer, no.
When you got space open like that, you got to hit those shots.
Good pass ahead, but neither one of them were near it, and Moore and Ransom watched the ball go out of bounds.
But I think Brookstone is rushing their shots because Pacelli is so quick to the ball that they're worried about getting the shot altered or blocked, and so they're just, every time they get an open look, they're rushing a shot. You just got to be patient.
Look at Jackson getting the steal. And then we got a jump ball, and it's going to go to Brookstone.
Yeah, Pacelli has not been giving Brookstone a whole lot of looks. But any looks that you do get, you've got to take advantage.
Shot.
That was a nice pass by Galligan. Julianne Powell was wide open. I mean, she's got to knock those shots down.
Boys coming up next here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Zanaya pulls up and airmails that one. So now Hosley, Grace Smith, and for the first time this game, Rebecca Baker comes in, along with Kamora Jones. Ivana Thomas is the only one that stayed in the game. Jones almost had a steal. Gives it to Powell. Brooks back to Powell. Powell pump fake. Powell three, no. It's gonna go back to the Lady Vikings.
Well, that was a good look by Hosley from the corner.
And this time, jump ball is gonna stay with Pacelli. Maggie Yancey's going to come in now for Brookstone. Julianne Powell comes out. Ivana, turnaround block. And they're going to double dribble. And they're going to call that on Sally Beck.
Another unconventional turnover for the Brookstone Cougars.
They're going to find Kamora Jones wide open in the corner. She'll shoot a three, hit the side of the backboard. Yancey up ahead to Mickelson. Mickelson. Finds Yancey. Yancey should have shot it. Out to Mickelson. Mickelson will force up a three. No. Rebound, Hosley. Hosley up ahead to Kamora Jones for the layup. Look at that pass. Nice job with the left-hand pass from Hosley.
Yeah, this Pacelli team went 17-6 last year, 8-2 in the region, lost to First Presbyterian Day in the quarterfinals.
Galligan, rocket pass.
But I do remember you called the Bethlehem Christian Academy game. What an incredible finish in the first round of the GIAA playoffs last year.
They got the steal to solidify the games, and Nia Crouch. By the way, Rance Gillespie and Dwight Jones having a conversation on the wall, talking about two legendary coaches around there.
The Brookstone and Pacelli football coach. Love seeing that.
Brooks, shot no, rebounds the Saunders, excuse me. Nicholson will jack up a three. No, Baker's got it. 2-1, Smith, and it is no good, but Pacelli scores 11, gives up 0, and extends her lead to 29. One more quarter to go. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be back after this. 8 minutes until this one is over, as Pacelli is just dominated from start to finish. And there's one of the reasons why, turnovers that lead to Grace Smith going on the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Ava Mickelson with the foul, trying to go up for the block. The 8th grader, Grace Smith, averaging 11.6 points a game. She's got 5 in this game.
Are they saying that's not a shooting?
It wasn't a shooting foul? Looked like it was a shooting motion to me.
Yeah, she'll be shooting 2 free throws.
She is.
Good job of the referee to correct.
And the PA announcer, too, said that that was a shooting foul, too.
Boys coming up next here.
Cannot wait for that one.
Last year, both games, actually all 3 of them, were highly competitive games. Pacelli ended up, winning by double digits because they started expanding the lead there in the second half. In the first half, very close games.
Well, Thrift, we know how big this rivalry is. We were at Brookstone's media days, and they said their #1 goal was to beat Pacelli.
In football, yes. But that
applies. It carries
to
over to sports, other sports, too.
Michaela gets fouled.
It's kind of like you got Auburn playing Alabama in college basketball this week.
So it's rivalry week,
man.
Yeah,
and not just in high school, but also in collegiate athletics too. Oh, nice move by Ivana Thomas.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
That's a nice sight to see if you're a Lady Vikings fan, if you're Bryant Thomas. What a move from her. Saunders to Brooks. Brooks is going to have that one stolen. Look at Hosley. Steals it right out of there. She's going to try to dunk, and she gets it in wide. Michaela Hosley, and then she just got a tech.
Well, that was just a power shot with authority. It looked like it was close to being a dunk, but gets fouled.
She was setting her feet up.
She was about to take off.
To dunk. But
are they going to call it a basket? Or?
If you're Michaela, there's no reason to get in the face. It was a great move from her. I know sometimes it happens to the best of us, your emotions, and she wanted to dunk it. She gets hacked. So she misses the N1 free throw. So now Brookstone will shoot free throws and get the ball back.
And Thrift, WTVM's Jonathan Hoppy's in the building. This is a big game when you got on a Tuesday night. They're coming to get some highlights.
Yancey will shoot the free throws. She hits the first one. New 5 coming in. Caitlin Quayle. I think it's Quayle. I was told last year how to pronounce it. I knew I was going to mess it up this year.
Well, I think Coach Thomas just wants to get a fresh rotation in there. You got a game in 2 days, got to travel up to Noonan to take on the Heritage Lady Hawks, who are undefeated in the GIAA. That is going to be a huge game for Pacelli.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. It's all Lady Vikings. They lead by 33. Welcome back, everyone. 6:59 remaining in this one. And then we got the boys coming up next. Excited about that. And Ransom read that the whole way and lays it in. Good job to Maya Ransom with the score.
7 points off the bench. Leading the team with 49% field goal percentage, a very efficient player. Like you mentioned, Thrift, a starter last year, is willing to come off the bench.
Good pass. Three-pointer up. No. Off of Brooks' hands. Back to Pacelli.
Caroline Peak last touched it, and 41-6. I mean, Pacelli has really come in and played excellent defense. And their offense is starting to pick up.
Three-pointer from Yancey off the rim, no good. Look at Zawicki.
Zawicki, yeah.
Finally getting a big bucket. And nice job by her scoring.
Taylor Zawicki, the sophomore, averaging 7.3 points a game, second on the team.
Jackson. I'm going to call a foul on Brooks. Good pass. Look at Moore. Back to Jayla. Zanaya gets it ripped from her.
That's a good steal by Katie Brooks.
And it's going to stay. Nope, they're going to call a foul. So they're going to call that on Zanaya, so it is going to go back to Pacelli.
Now we talked about these two teams are going to play again February the 9th at Brookstone, and they'll probably meet in the GIAA playoffs somewhere.
You would expect that.
You would expect that.
Yancey, three-pointer, no. Moore gets the rebound. Jayla, face of determination, and she loses it right to Crouch, who travels.
It's a sloppy play from Pacelli here with 5:33 left to go here in the game, and Brookstone just getting some turnovers, just trying to build some confidence. They get ready for Westfield School on the 26th. Oh, nice.
And look at that. Ava Mickelson finally gets Brookstone in double digits. Good shot from her. And then gets a steal.
Good job by Ava Mickelson.
And loses it right back.
Yeah, she didn't have numbers, and it was hard just giving that up.
And Ransom scores.
Tamaya Ransom with 9 points. Brookstone's just got to knock down shots. Just to get some confidence.
How about Mickelson?
Yeah, she's not afraid to shoot that one, but keep shooting. You got to get some confidence.
So let's start pulling up the schedules, Richard. Looking at Brookstone, what do they have coming up next? The Brookstone Cougars, again, will go down to 2-2 in the region. Their next game will be against Westfield School, who Pacelli just beat. They're 11-5. That's going to be a tough game. So they take on Westfield.
And then they'll take on Strong Rock Christian after that.
Yep.
Both are 0-2 in the GIAA. They got good records overall, but right now Brookstone's still in third place in their region.
Remember, they beat Strong Rock at Strong Rock. So they could beat Westfield at home, beat Strong Rock at home. Then they got Heritage, who they lost to at Heritage. That'll be tough, and then Pacelli again. But that will still keep them around 500, and then that'll keep them right in the thick of things and maybe making a region playoff run. Three-pointer up for Yancey, in and out.
Rattled in and out. I thought that was going in. But I've been impressed with just the way they've held Pacelli to just 43 points. I mean, actually held them to 22 points in that first half. They just could not score, but they were able to improve their scoring here in the second half.
Three-pointer up, no. Ransom rebound. Ransom up ahead to Jones. Jones lays it in.
I've been impressed with the balanced scoring from Pacelli all around. Michaela Hosley with 13, Tamaya Ransom with 9. Grace
Yancey
Smith
cranks that one up, misses.
Yeah, Grace
Look
Smith
at that.
got 7.
Galligan, no. Zawicki fouled.
Those second chance points, but Brookstone not giving up on the play.
So for the Vikings, they got Heritage, who is undefeated. They'll take them on. I mean, you're talking about a bloodbath on Thursday. Heritage boys and girls are ranked #1 in 3A, and then Pacelli boys and girls are ranked 1 in top 5 in 3A. So that's going to be 4A, excuse me. Then they have Baldwin on Saturday. They're 6-17-2. Then they take on at Strong Rock. They got Heritage at home. Then Greater Atlanta Christian. They're going to be playing that at the Hawk Phillips Arena. Then at Westfield at home, at Brookstone, and finish out with Strong Rock.
Oh, good job. Oh, it looks like Pacelli got the rebound.
Good job.
Trying to fight for it, trying to get that rebound, but Pacelli rips it away.
Moore, Baker, Moore, 3, no. Galligan got to get it out of the corner. Zawicki. Mickelson, she'll shoot up a 3, no. Rebound, Zawicki lays it in. Yeah, Taylor Zawicki coming on strong here. I like Zawicki a lot, and Galligan. Those two, with Zawicki only being a sophomore, Galligan a freshman, that's something they can build off of. Three-pointer for Jackson's no good.
And Ava Mickelson's a junior, too, so the future is bright for Brookstone. They got a young team.
Jayla. Off the glass, no good. Zawicki. No. Rebound. Galligan's there and dribbles out of bounds. Ivana Thomas and Grace Smith are going to come in now for Jackson and Ransom.
I tell you, if Brookstone was able to make shots in that first half, this game would be a little bit closer than what it is. I mean, it's been all Pacelli throughout the game, but Brookstone has just been not able to make any shots. But you hold Pacelli to 45 points with 2:25 left to go, that's actually, you're doing a good job. I thought Brookstone's played a tremendous defensive effort tonight.
Smith, Moore, Jones. No reason to rush anything. Look at Grace. Ease, smooth as butter.
Little floater from the baseline. She's got 9 points.
Nicholson, she'll shoot up a 3. How about Ava Mickelson knocking down shots here in the second half? That gives her 6 on the day.
Yeah,
Last minute and 30 here.
Yeah, she averages 2.1 points a game. I mean, having herself a night. 6 points. She's got 2 threes.
Timeout. Pacelli will take one more, 2. Boys coming up next here as the Lady Vikings lead by 31 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, last 135 here. Baker goes right through her hands.
Brookstone's going to go to 9-9, 2-2 in the region. They will play Westfield School on the 26th of January. It's another steal for Pacelli. And with the boys coming up, we got a packed gym. This is really what Rivalry Week is all about, to have just passionate fans from both sides. We saw kind of this atmosphere last week at Lee Scott, Glenwood up at Lee Scott. Expect to see that at the pit on Thursday as well. Grace Smith can get in double figures.
Yeah, misses the first though.
a little bit under her average of the season.
Misses both of them.
Good job staying with it. When she gets fouled as she tries to split the defenders. And again, Gray Smith goes to the line. We mentioned some of the other games going on. Spencer taking on Kendrick. Northside taking on Harris County. I'm sure Rick Beach from Kutsu Sports is up there.
Beachy Beach.
And we were talking about that
Big
game
Beach.
on Saturday when Harris County was playing Shaw. That's a big rivalry game between those two.
Gray Smith knocks down the free throws against Shelley 49. We'll have an interview with Bryant Thomas right after this. Turnaround block, Ivana. Up ahead to Rebecca Baker.
Nice
Look at that pass, and Baker.
Oh, and she wanted that one.
She did.
But I loved the precision of that pass by Ivana Thomas.
Yeah, and they want her to score. But just, she was thinking about it too much.
I still think that when they play on February the 9th, it's going to be a lot closer. I think there's some things that Brookstone can work on.
And then being at home, too, helps.
Yeah, it does. And they did a good job defensively on Pacelli, holding them to 49 points. They have just got to find ways to make shots. But you get into a hostile environment like this where the majority of the fans are Pacelli, it's hard because you're feeding off that energy. Oh, nice pass.
And scores. Look at that. Caitlin Quell. And that makes everyone in the crowd excited. And Baker's not paying attention. She's going to have to jack it up. And she double triples. She was so excited. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We'll have an interview with Bryant Thomas on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, everyone. I'm here with winning coach Bryant Thomas. Extends a winning streak. Big time win. Your defense is what catapulted. What did you learn about your team tonight?
We play hard. We play very hard. We can play with anybody, keep our intensity.
All right, let's talk about some of your players. Anaya, I thought she had a really good game. Tamaya Ransom was great. Overall, great team effort. What are some things you would like your team to improve on, though, as we get heading to the rest of the season?
Just taking care of the ball, executing better, getting up and down a little bit better, running in transition better. So that's things we got to work on in transition.
As you see me trying to direct traffic, apparently no one knows you don't walk right through here in an interview, but it is okay. Bryant, great win. Now you got to go back to the drawing board because you got a big-time game on Thursday against Heritage and then Baldwin on Saturday. So what are you going to do? What's the next couple of days going to be for the Vikings?
Next, get tomorrow, tonight watch film, get ready for practice tomorrow, come in and have a game plan for Heritage.
All right, Bryant, thank you so much. Congratulations. Lady Vikings go to 11-4. We got the boys coming up next on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, everyone. Boys game is about to start. It's standing room only, as we expected when these two teams face off, regardless of the sport. It's the Vikings, it's the Cougars here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Right now, the PA announcer, Brian Toledo, will make the announcements. But, Richard, I'm going to go ahead and let you name the starters for both teams.
All right, thanks, Thrift. Starting with the visiting Brookstone Cougars, Thomas Henderson, the point guard. He's averaging 10.8 points a game, leading scorer for the Cougars. Daniel Tolbert, Grayson Miley, Chapman Dykes, Chris Vickerson. Brookstone comes in with a 12-7 record, 3-1 in the GIAA.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and for these two teams, and we ask your blessing on the game we're about to play. Give each player the courage to play the game in a manner which by their words and actions are pleasing to you. Let us all enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship with respect for members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each of us gathered here for this game, especially the players and coaches, referees and game day volunteers. Keep us all under your protection and help us to be aware of your presence during tonight's game. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. And now, fans, it's time to meet the visitors from Brookstone, the Cougars. A senior, number 23, Chris Dickerson. A junior, number 11, Chapman Knights. A sophomore, number 5, Grayson Miley. A senior, number 3, Daniel Tolbert. And a senior, number 2, Thomas Henderson. The Brookstone Cougars are coached by Carl Ivey. And now, Vikings fans, are you ready?
All right, everyone. It's time. Brookstone, Pacelli, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Can it get any better than this, Richard?
This is the rivalry of all rivalries, especially here in the Tri-City area. Standing room only. The student section is on their feet. You got the student section for Brookstone on their feet. Oh, this is just an incredible atmosphere.
12-7, the Brookstone Cougars, number 10 in our rankings. Number 1, Pacelli, who is 11-5. AZ Justy, no. And look at Michael Rowe fighting for the offensive rebound. Justy gets it to Moore. Moore out to Smith. Smith, three-pointer, good. Knocks it down and gets off to a hot start. TJ for 3.
That's how you want to start if you're Pacelli. TJ Smith gets the big shot and a steal.
And how about the steal? Smith crosses. Smith out to Moore. Moore to Justy. Justy goes baseline out to Melvin. Melvin, three-pointer, good! Consecutive threes from the Vikings.
I love Matthew Melvin's game.
6-0.
He's only a sophomore. Matthew Melvin has really just been an overall all-around player. We've seen him come up clutch in big games.
Good defense from Deuce Moore, who steals it. Moore drives and loses the ball, goes out of bounds. It is going to stay with Pacelli. Smith, who's come on strong as of late. Second in scoring on the team at 15 a game. Moore is going to shoot a three-pointer and no good. TJ Smith. Melvin gets it. Look at Michael Rowe. Rowe gets that block on Vickerson. Three-pointer up. Miley around the rim. No. Justy gets the rebound. No Jaden Ford, who's one of the top players in the state. Leading scorer for this Vikings is out for another week. So no Jaden Ford, lead scorer for Pacelli. Smith, deep three-pointer, in and out. And good hustle rebound by Dykes, who's second in the team in scoring at 9.7. Dykes finds Miley. Miley, three-pointer, no. And Rowe goes up and gets a good rebound, and then a little tussle between him and Thomas Henderson. You knew that was going to happen.
It was going to happen. A little chippiness riles up the crowds.
And both student sections are in full effect here. Brookstone brought their own, and then, of course, Pacelli has theirs. Mackay checks in for Michael Rowe.
You couldn't ask for a better environment, Thrift.
Tolbert. There, and we'll talk about last year's Brookstone team.
Oh, yeah, rematch of the quarterfinal last year.
And
we were
there
there for
on
that.
The floor.
We were there for that, but Brookstone lost a lot of players from last year. Dimitri Flowers, Jordan Daniels, the Nighthawk's son, and Andrew Alford, who happens to be in the building, the central quarterback.
Rowe's going to come back in now.
Yeah, Daniel Tolbert going to the line. This is the second appearance for Brookstone on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We live streamed the game against Hardaway. That was in December.
And free throw is good. Makes it 6-1. Melvin. And that ball, good defense from Vickerson. So Chris Vickerson, all-state tight end for the Cougars. All-state defensive end, was an excellent football player and one of the catalysts for the Cougars making it to the state championship in football. Also a really good basketball player. Last year he was all-region.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer on Thomas Henderson as well. Leading scorer on the team.
Justy, TJ to Rowe. Rowe goes up. No, how about Justy try to come in and slam it? He's an incredible athlete. Thomas Henderson needs to get rid of it in the corner. Out to Grayson Miley. Now Henderson's got it.
Shot clock winding down to 10.
Vickerson loses it right to Justy, but then Justy throws it right back to Brookstone.
Yeah, I mentioned Chris Vickerson led the team in scoring last year with 12.5 points a game.
Dykes loses it. (6-1) Dykes. They're just playing suffocating defense. Miley's going to shoot a three, and he's short. He's short on the last three of them. Henderson gets Rowe and Justy off their feet and gets fouled. So he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, it's early. Brookstone's down by 5, but they can make their foul shots. Just get aggressive. Try to get some second chance points. Go up for some shots. Kind of throw Pacelli off their game.
Brookstone again, 12-7, Richard. They beat Strong Rock, and Brookstone is going to be second or third, I think, in the region this year, and has a very good chance to make a playoff run. Thomas Henderson makes the first. Coach Carl Ivey in his first season, longtime assistant coach for CSU, was also a player at CSU, played at Columbus High. His dad is the Columbus High coach, who is one of the most improved teams this year, and he has done a great job seamlessly in taking over for Coach Quintavious Allen, who's at Spencer. So a lot of moving parts this offseason. but in turn, we got a lot of great basketball teams. Christian Brown now in for the Vikings.
He was the quarterback on the football team.
Good move from Smith. Smith, floater, no.
Look at the defense by Pacelli. They're all getting back on defense. No fast breaks, no transition points for Brookstone. That's just good hustle.
Henderson. And that ball was tipped from Smith. 6-3. It's very tense in here. A lot of emotion. Tolbert. Chapman Dykes off a screen. Drives, floats it short. Rebound, Melvin. And Melvin gets fouled. Nope, they're going to call it travel.
I don't know. There was some contact, but the ref might have missed the contact, and it looked like he slipped.
Well, he got fouled before any of that happened. He did travel there, but before that happened, he was fouled.
Just the refs missed it.
Dykes. Good defense, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, we saw this Brookstone team. They played a very good game in that first half against Hardaway, a senior-led team, Coach Kendall Mills, on the campus of Hardaway. They've played their opponents in the GHSA.
Chapman Dykes backed it down. What a move. Has that sent out of here from Rowe. Smith. Brown setting up the offense.
6'5"
Williams. Williams drives and almost finishes.
Oh, should have made that.
He really could have dunked it. Rowe gets the rebound out to Smith. Smith, three-pointer, connects from downtown. His second three of the game.
I love the length of Michael Rowe, those 6'5" freshmen with the block on the other end. It really led to the bucket by TJ Smith. It's 9-3.
And they're going to get an illegal screen on Chris Vickerson. Back to Pacelli.
You could just feel the energy in this building. But these two teams will go back at it February the 9th on the campus of Brookstone.
But first, we got to get through this one, and I am excited.
Yeah, they had their moments on Brookstone last year. Jordan Daniels, a big buzzer beater.
Smith, deep three-pointer.
Oh,
holy smokes! He's already hit the hat trick here in the first. That's his third three.
Well, they had to find scoring somewhere. TJ Smith is really carrying the load here. Your instant offense.
Henderson, the Dykes. And there's Miley. And Miley hits a three. Coach Corey Black wants a timeout. The big three from Grayson Miley. And we got an excellent game going so far. Brought to you by State Farm, Carroll Purdue, Terry Johnson, AG, Masterwall, Behringer Construction, St. Anne-Pacelli, PNB Broadcasting Sports Ventures Double Coverage. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Jalen Bush just checked into the game.
If we got our first score update from the girls, Glenwood beat Springwood 63-40. Congratulations to Coach Purdue.
Justy, look at that pass. Williams gets fouled.
Yeah, that foul's going to be on Thomas Henderson. Kai Williams going to the line for two. So Thrift, this is rivalry week, and I can't think of a better rival than this, but we also have Lee Scott and Glenwood on Thursday.
Carver, Columbus.
Region rivals.
Hardaway, Cairo.
Spencer Kendrick.
That's happening right now.
They're playing right now.
Williams knocks down the first one. Hits the second, 14-6.
Oh, Northside, Harris County as well.
Full court press from Pacelli. Sykes. Rhett Lane drives. Good pass to Lane. And they're going to get a foul. Thomas Henderson almost got the and one. And Chapman Dykes was the one that made that pass. Excuse me. Rhett Lane lost it. So now Deuce Moore and Michael Rowe were going to check in.
Thomas Henderson, the leading scorer for the Brookstone Cougars, averaging 10.8 points a game. He's been held to one so far. He's got 2.
0, 12, and 21. What do you got? You got 3 team fouls. Yeah.
This is the rematch of the quarterfinal game at Stratford Academy in the GIAA playoffs. Looks like it makes them both.
14-8. Nice job from Thomas Henderson. Moore to Smith. Smith, another deep 3, no. Rebound, Rowe, look at that, and one from the freshman. Strong move from 2 and White.
I love the 6'5 freshman's game. He's in the starting lineup in replace of Jaden Ford, who's going to be out for a little bit longer, but he's done a good job contributing on the boards. Gets a big shot there.
Misses the free throw, and Vickerson gets the rebound. Tolbert is stuck in the corner.
Look at those fans just baiting
the students, and they're going to say 30-second timeout from Brookstone. 49.3 remaining in the first quarter. 16-8 here, Richard. We got a good game. A lot of emotion from both coaches, from both players, from both teams, and it's expected. I wouldn't expect anything different when it comes to this rivalry.
It's also a big game in the GIAA because right now Pacelli is tied with Heritage with a 2-0 record. They'll face Heritage on Thursday. Brookstone's 3-1 with a 12-7 record.
And their only loss is to Heritage.
One lost to Heritage, but they did beat Strong Rock. Strong Rock's 1-2, but 15-2 overall. And then Westfield School and St. Mary's. That's rounded up the teams in their region. How fun is next year going to be in the GIAA? Well, you think this rivalry's big? Try adding a 3rd team from Columbus.
Bush finds Williams. Williams to Moore. 2-3 zone from Brookstone. And they're going to get a traveling violation on Makai Williams.
Brookstone led by their head coach, Carl Ivey Jr.
Checking in now is Fuller Jones.
And of course, Pacelli, the head coach, and the athletic director, Corey Black. He's really just established a winning culture here at Pacelli.
Henderson almost loses it. You don't want to. Henderson finds the Rhett Lane. Lane to Vickerson. Vickerson. Almost, and it's a turnover anyway. Here comes Makai. Makai to Jalen Bush. Bush throws it to nobody. Was it tipped? And that's the end of a very eventful first quarter. It's 16-8. So they are going to put 4 seconds back on the clock. So Brookstone's going to Have 4 seconds here to the end of the quarter. Henderson drives. Henderson, wild shot, no, and that will end an eventful first quarter as the Cougars and the Vikings, we got a good one, 16-8, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We're gonna be right back after this. Welcome back. Start of the second quarter. Brookstone Pacelli, part 1 of a 2-part series here in the regular series. And you're going to get all the action on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Yeah, like last year. Chapman Dykes. They're going to get a hand, and they're going to get a hand check on Matthew Melvin.
This is such a passionate rivalry, not just in football, but all the other sports. I love just the passion from both schools.
Fuller Jones thought about jacking that, didn't, and then Smith gets a steal. TJ to the rack and scores. Good job by TJ Smith, and it gives Pacelli their first double-digit lead of the game. Vickerson throws it right into Melvin. Melvin to Smith, and Smith lays it up and in. Back-to-back turnovers equal 2 easy baxes, and the Vikings are up by 12.
4-0 to start the second quarter. TJ Smith's got 13 points.
Lane goes down the lane, no pun intended, and gets it blocked.
A lot of traffic down there.
Melvin, no. Henderson.
He needs to slow it down because he doesn't have the numbers.
Yeah, and then he dribbles off his foot.
Just
ball goes out of bounds, just sloppy basketball from Brookstone.
Miscommunication, trying to pass it to Vickerson. And
checking in now is Caleb Jackson. Almost called him Caleb Downs. I called him that one time on accident. But Caleb Jackson is in the game. Williams, Deuce Moore, drives, Deuce Moore, good pass to Rowe, and Rowe travels. Lost his footing, good pass. If he kept his footing, he would probably have that easy lay.
Pacelli
not an open seat in the house right now, Richard.
Oh, standing room only. There's just no place to sit.
Chapman Dykes, who is the second leading scorer, I don't think he's got a shot off, and just throws it right to Williams. That pass from him. Moore up ahead to Caleb Jackson. Jackson pulls it out. Deuce Moore's going to step in and shoot a 3, and that hit the top. It's going to be a turnover back to Brookstone.
Pacelli 11-5 on the season, but they have just played some incredible tough competition. 6A schools, 5A schools. You're talking Tift County,
Sandy Creek, Newton, Valdosta, Daughtery, Douglas County.
It's incredible. And they actually played Douglas County twice this
and
year.
Beat them both times. Justy gets an easy steal, ball on the floor. Smith comes up with it. Smith loses his dribble and pulls it out smartly, and now Brown's going to set up the offense. Justy. Smith. Is he going to let it rain? And misses.
He had a good look. You can tell TJ Smith's got some range.
Yeah. And he's been on fire in this game so far. Rhett Lane travels.
Coach Ivy's going to get some fresh subs in there.
Grayson Miley, Tolbert, and Hank Wiley is going to check in now for the Cougars.
Yeah, Brookstone went 14-14 last year. They did lose to Pacelli in the quarterfinals. Lost players like Dimitri Flowers, Jordan Daniels, and Andrew Alford.
Matthew Melvin, 15 feet and in. It's usually automatic, misses that one, and Wiley gets a good rebound. Brookstone have not scored in a while. Hank Wiley goes tough to the rack. Brown, bad pass, and that's going to be a turnover.
Backcourt violation on Pacelli.
Deuce Moore is going to get it. And Moore is going to come in and get Brown. (20-8). And they're going to get a, they're going to stay on the floor, and they're going to call it on Deuce Moore. That, he might look like a push-off a little bit. Tolbert. Good pass to Wiley, and Wiley gets fouled.
We've got a couple of Columbus schools down in Albany trying to get a score update. Carver's taking on Doherty. Columbus is taking on Monroe.
Wiley knocks down the first shot. Smith's going to come in and get Caleb Jackson.
Of course, Carver will play Columbus this Friday. You can catch that game on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And hits a second, makes it 20-10. Rowe's going to come in now for AC Justy.
Grayson Miley's got 4, and he's only a sophomore. He had the big 3 early in the game. He's third on the team, averaging 7.9 points a game for Brookstone.
Deuce Moore has the rock. Melvin to Bush, out to Deuce. Deuce to Smith. Smith lets it fly, misses. Good rebound from Matthew Melvin. And Melvin, some tussle.
They're going to call a jump ball.
Yeah, it's going to stay with Brookstone.
Little chippiness. We expect that in a rivalry game. We expect the same environment on February 9th.
Yeah. Melvin, the Moore. Melvin out the Bush. Bush sets, fires, misses. Rebound Matthew. Out the Deuce Moore to Smith. Smith scoring a 3 is not going to count.
They had a foul before the shot.
They're going to say before the shot.
They're saying it should count.
So they're going to say the foul was before the shot. TJ Smith's not going to get it, and then Coach Carl Ivey's going to get a warning.
There'll be a non-shooting foul underneath the basket. Deuce Moore going to take it.
He gets it to Rowe. Rowe to Smith. Smith back down to Rowe. Rowe lays it up and in. Michael Rowe had a 15,
I like this game.
15-7 or 15-8. Maybe he had a double-double. I know he had 15 points last time they played.
Look, he's only going to get better. He's a 6'5" freshman. He's got all the skills just to put up points.
Moore pulls it out to Melvin. Melvin, TJ loses it, and it comes into Talbert. Here comes Brookstone. Brookstone hadn't had many shots. It's been tough to score.
Well, it's that swarming defense by Pacelli forcing turnovers.
And that's going to be a full timeout. We'll take one, too. This game brought to you by State Farm, Carroll Purdue, Terry Johnson Agency, Barringer Construction, St. Anne-Pacelli, B&B Broadcasting, Sports Vision, double coverage. We'll be right back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. 2 minutes and 34 seconds till halftime, and the Vikings lead 22-10. Richard Holger, Trip Barringer on the call. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Daniel Talbert. Stolen by Smith and gets fouled.
So, Thrift, apparently somebody is updating Max Preps in that Carver-Doherty game because we do have a score update.
So now early. That's going to put them in the bonus, Richard.
Yeah, going to the line, Michael Rowe. Or who's going to take this foul shot? Looks like it won't be. The next one, they'll be in the bonus.
So not in the bonus yet.
Yeah, Doherty is leading Carver 3-2 in the first quarter. If we can, we'll try to get a score update on that. That's a big
so they
game.
are in the bonus, so Smith is going to shoot.
TJ Smith, who's got 13 points, leading scorer for Pacelli. Did the ref blow the whistle after he made
It's a lot
the shot?
happening with the referees right now. And so they're just trying to make sure they're on the right track. And I know they're going to mess up in a game like this. But
so that shot will not count.
So they're not in the free throws. I don't know why they were even lining up.
Nice pass.
Good pass. Latham
and
gets an and one.
How about that?
Trenton Latham comes in for the first time and scores on an and one.
That was a nice feed as he drove the rack and got fouled.
And now Coach Ivey's going to get a tech.
Yeah, he didn't get a warning already, so he's got a technical. Trenton Latham is going to shoot the technical.
No, he's going to shoot his and one, and then they're going to shoot the tech. Latham misses the foul. Now he is going to shoot the techs. And misses that. I hate to say it, But if you're Coach Ivey, you look at everyone and say, what's this old adage that I say? Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
And makes a third. Now Pacelli will get the ball out of bounds, up by 15 here.
Yeah, I'm keeping a look at the score between Carver and Doherty. That's a game that Carver's got to win after losing their first loss Friday against Monroe.
Latham, DeMoore, back to Smith. Gonna hold it for a good shot. Deuce, out to Latham. Latham, three-pointer, no. Deuce Moore to Latham again. Latham just getting open and just can't finish, though. Bush has got it, and he'll finish. And they're going to get a foul on Deuce Moore. Brown and Williams are going to check in now. That's 3 on Deuce, so he's got to come out. Latham comes out.
Yeah, he got in foul trouble. He's going to sit out probably the rest of the first half. Thrift, this is really a game of who's who here in the building. We got the Columbus State head basketball coach, Robert Moore, in the building.
Three-pointer from Tolbert. No. Bush, rebound, jump ball. He's going to stay with Brookstone.
Boy, they hear it from the fans. The fans are just so loud and on top of you.
Tolbert to Vickerson. Vickerson straight on three. No. And it's going to go to Pacelli.
All right, 1:23 left to go, and Pacelli up by 17. TJ Smith's got 13 points, the leading scorer for Pacelli. Leading scorer for Brookstone, Grayson Miley with 5.
Miley comes out. Hank Wiley's in with Tolbert, Lane. Also, Bo Christopher, who checks in for the first time, and Thomas Henderson. Bush, Williams, Rowe, Brown, and Smith are the 5 for Pacelli. Good ball movement. Bush, corner three. Yes! From downtown, corner three, Jalen Bush. And their percentage from beyond the arc has been pretty good today, and that's why they're up by 20. Three-pointer from Bo Christopher.
He's going to shoot
fouled. So Bo Christopher go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, Pacelli's done a good job in the second quarter, outscoring Brookstone 14-2.
First shot, no good from Christopher. Second shot, no good. Melvin gets in for Williams. Smith, three-pointer, no. Scott for the rebound is Bush, who gets fouled. Great job by Jalen Bush. Coming in, getting that rebound. Bush makes the first free throw. Connects on the second, makes it a 21-point game. Shot clock's off. Pacelli should hold for, Brookstone should hold for the last shot. That's if they don't turn it over. Wiley to Henderson. Henderson finally gets it underneath the Lane. Lane pump fakes. Lane lays it in. Good job from Rhett Lane. So now Pacelli's going to have it. 10 seconds till half. Brown, Smith, 3, no. And that's going to be the end of the first half. And you're talking about fireworks as the Vikings lead by 19. We're going to take a break. This game brought to you by State Farm, Carroll Purdue, Terry Johnson Agency, Master Wall Incorporated, Behringer Construction, St. Anne-Pacelli Vikings, B&B Broadcasting, Sports Visions, and Double Coverage. We're going to take a break. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
me yelling. Right here, just passing the mic to you. Welcome back to the land. We are here at halftime where Pacelli is leading Brookstone 32-13. I'm here with the assistant coach, Coach Richard Mahone. Coach, great effort by Pacelli, just coming out, swarming defense, forcing turnovers. TJ Smith was hitting shots, and you're up at the half against your longtime rival.
Well, I tell you what now, we need to just kind of settle down a little bit more. We're playing a little bit too fast. I tell you what, we just need to, like I said, we need to settle down, and we're trying so hard. We're trying to knock Brookstone out, but we just need to settle down and just play Viking basketball.
Coach, is there any adjustments you're going to make in the second half to try to clean up the mistakes?
A little bit more patient on offense, and then on our man-to-man defense, guard our man, and then don't get beat on the dribble.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. That's the assistant coach of the Pacelli Vikings, Coach Richard Mahone. We're at halftime where Pacelli leads Brookstone 32-13. We're going to take a break here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the second half. That first half dominated by Pacelli, 32-13, leading scorers. Richard.
TJ Smith's got 13 points, followed by Jalen Bush with 6. Michael Rowe.
Seven.
He's got 7.
Yeah, so he corrected me. It is 7.
Big shout out to Brian Evans, actually, for the stats there.
Statistician, Brian Evans, MVP. Makes us sound good on the broadcast. Brookstone.
For Brookstone, the leading scorer is Daniel Tolbert and Thomas Henderson, both with 4 points. And Thrift, you know how I like to give shout-outs here on the broadcast. The Calvary head basketball coach, Coach Jonathan Gordon, is in the building.
Yeah, you know he's going to support his guys, being a long-time assistant here at Brookstone.
Absolutely. Calvary's got a big game on the road, taking on Konos Academy on the 26th. That's going to be this Friday.
Good pass to Melvin. Melvin to back to Smith. Shot clock 13. Justy can't hold on to it, and that's stolen by Tolbert. Tolbert all the way, floats it up, no.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of adjustments that Pacelli needs to do. They outscored Brookstone 18-5 in that second quarter.
Justy, and they're going to actually get a timeout, 30-second timeout by Pacelli.
30-second timeout, 7-16.
So we'll try to update scores around here. By the way, Roger Beck's in the building. Shout out to Coach Moore, my guy David Spitzmiller. I mean, it's a who's who list.
Oh, it is. Hey,
Jalen Butler, his assistant coach, also in the building.
Brookstone running back Lane Cannon is in the building. Score update, Carver on the road leading Doherty 16-9. Monroe is leading Columbus 40-26 at the half. Try to get some girls finals as well. as we have a bunch of teams in action all around the Tri-City area tonight, including Central and Opelika, Hardaway, Russell County, Smith Station, Auburn, Glenwood, Springwood, Spencer, Kendrick, Northside, Harris County. It's an incredible night of basketball. We still have a little bit of a delay here as they try to sort things out.
Technically, the student section cannot be on the floor, so that means they're going to have to move everyone up. They cannot stand. If they're on the floor, they cannot be standing up, so they're going to have to stand up on that bottom bleacher.
Yeah, because there's not a whole lot of space there. That's where they'll inbounds, and that's why it felt like they were just on top of Brookstone when they were out there in the corner.
Justy and Moore. Melvin, he's going to set up and he gets fouled on a three.
Well,
Grayson Miley, silly foul there.
Well, he did have an early three to start the game. Pacelli was out 6-0. Matthew Melvin, the 6'4" sophomore, he's going to go to the line for three. I've really been impressed with Matthew Melvin's game. Of course, he is the brother of Columbus State, former Columbus State basketball player Daniel Melvin.
And he hits the first. Yep, Daniel, his brother Mike, and his dad, Mr. Melvin, as I like to call him, who was a great basketball player in his own right. Collegiate player.
And right on the sidelines, Coach Moore from Columbus State doing a little recruiting here tonight. This is a big game, and so the Columbus State.
Also, he was a Brookstone Cougar coach for about 5 or 6 years.
Absolutely.
So there's that, too.
I'll tell you, we have been excited about this game for a while now.
Melvin knocks that one down.
Just having an opportunity to broadcast a game with a magnitude like this is really quite an honor on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And we know how important this game is, especially in the community and really for bragging rights in the city.
Trying to get the ball in. And a travel from Tolbert. Melvin, wing three, no. Vickerson, rebound goes into the hands of Bo Christopher. And
another turnover.
Steps out of bounds.
Thomas Henderson with another turnover for Brookstone. Brookstone has got to find some open lanes and knock down some shots. Otherwise, Pacelli is just going to continue doing what they do. Just the consistency from the first quarter to the second quarter.
Moore to Justy. Justy to Rowe. Rowe tried to dunk it. Melvin out to Justy. Justy drives. Justy probably travels. And Michael Rowe scores.
Michael Rowe's got 6 points, doing a great job in place of Jaden Ford, who is out of this game, and he's going to be out for maybe one more game.
Here comes Henderson, drives, Henderson floats it up and in. Good job from Thomas Henderson. When I think Thomas Henderson, I'm thinking about the Duke great that won a national championship. Remember that? I don't know if was he the one that, no, that was Grant Hill that made the pass to
Thomas
Layden.
Hill was the other.
Yeah, Thomas Hill, not Thomas Henderson, Hill. How about the reverse?
AC.
Baseline from Daisy Justy. Thomas Hill, not Thomas Henderson is who I'm thinking about.
Oh, that 91 Duke Blue Devil team that beat Kansas. Knocked off UNLV in the Final Four. Yeah, I remember that team.
Lane, three-pointer, good. Knocked down from Rhett Lane.
Rhett Lane's got 5 points.
Full timeout for Pacelli. We'll take 1-2. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be back after this. (39-18) score here for 45 in the third. Justy to Smith. No Jaden Ford in this game for Pacelli.
And he might miss the Heritage game on Thursday as well.
Melvin, three-pointer, in and out. Good rebound from Vickerson.
That was a very good shot by Melvin. It just rattled in and out.
Three-pointer, Miley
blocked.
Gets it blocked from Justy.
Good block by Justy. Hey, we got a score update at halftime. Up in Lynette, Springwood is leading Glenwood 33-30.
That's number 2 Springwood in the ASA play, and number 4 Glenwood. We got number 4 Glenwood against number 3 Lee Scott on Thursday. Pull up jump shot, no. And good rebound from Deuce Moore. Rowe gets it blocked.
Oh, Chris Vickerson, a big block.
Good hands from Bo Christopher. To Vickerson, out to Thomas Henderson. Lane, three-pointer from Tolbert, no. Rebound, Deuce Moore. Up ahead to Justy. Justy goes baseline and scores. Good move from AZ Justy. Christopher spins to a pass to Henderson. Henderson, pull up three, no. Moore, good pass to Bush, who scores. Nice vision from Deuce Moore, who's been asked to take on the role of Jaden Ford's vision and playmaking, more so than the scoring. Good move from Vickerson. And he'll go to the line to shoot too.
Yeah, I like Vickerson's game. World-class athlete. He's, the tight end and also defensive player for the Brookstone football team that went to the GIAA championship. Lost to First Presbyterian Day, but just a valiant effort. You'll finally get over the hump and beating Pacelli in the GIAA playoffs. That was a big win.
Misses that free throw. Rowe's going to come out. Williams is going to come in. Mackay.
So in football, they battle for the Brucelli jug. No, they don't really have any trophy to play for in basketball.
Many basketball, including in college, they don't have many.
They really don't, because it's really back and forth because you play each other more than once in a year.
Moore. Bush. Smith trying to find the open man. Deuce Moore pump fakes, floats it up, and doesn't fall. Vickerson, another great rebound from him. Tolbert drives. Tolbert misses.
Just couldn't finish. That was a nice look.
Pull up, jumper short. Bush rebound. No, put back, yes. TJ Smith cleans up the miss from Jalen Bush.
Good hustle, not only getting his own rebound, but with the putback.
And a foul.
They're going to get Chris Vickerson with a foul.
Coming in now is Fuller Jones. Also coming in is Reed Adams.
Yeah, this Pacelli team's going to have a tough one on Thursday up in Noonan. Take it on the Heritage Hawks, who are 15-2.
Especially without Jaden Ford. Melvin. Bush. Brown, 3, no.
It's like a foul on Pacelli.
Fuller Jones on the push in the back.
And you can hear the Brookstone crowd behind us. They can get loud too, just as loud as the Pacelli crowd. It's a student section that's really just hovered over the court.
Melvin. Brown. Justy. Drives. Justy misses. Rebound goes to Jalen Bush. Just hustling.
Second chance points. That's really what Pacelli has been doing a good job all night.
Williams. Melvin almost had it stolen. Brown. And stolen, and here goes Rhett Lane with the layup.
Rhett Lane's got 7 points. He's got 2. He's got 4 points.
Justy to Williams. Williams misses. Tolbert gets fouled.
There's a good crossover by Daniel Tolbert, but just not any open looks for Brookstone as they trail 45-21. 38.9 seconds left to go. Got Michael Rowe checking back in for Pacelli. 11-5 on the season.
That's going to be on. That's on Rowe. That's his second. That's the 4th team foul on Pacelli. One more and they're in the bonus.
Doherty leading Carver in the second quarter, 23-20.
Lane. 30 seconds. Lane thought about shooting it. Fuller Jones has got it. Back to Lane. Lane getting in trouble. Shot clock at 5. Tolbert loses it. Justy dribbles out of bounds. So go back to Brookstone with 12.3.
Brookstone can hold for the final shot here in the third. They've improved in the third quarter, getting 7 points, down 45-21. Pacelli's only outscored Brookstone 13-7 here in the third quarter.
Tolbert almost loses the ball. Throws up a shot, makes it.
Nice shot.
And that will be the end of the third. Brookstone and Pacelli. One more quarter to go. The Vikings lead by 22, 45-23. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Swagging on out of here to the break. We'll be right back after this. Start of the fourth quarter, 8 minutes. Intense basketball left here. Fuller Jones, corner three.
Oh!
And Brookstone has scored 8 straight to make it 18.
Well, Pacelli only outscored him 13-10 in that third quarter. Brookstone is just improving throughout the quarter. Thrift, we do have a final score update in the girls. Congratulations to Coach Anson Hundley and the Carver Lady Tigers defeating Doherty 88-56. Cam Thomas with 15 points. They remain unbeaten in region play.
Pacelli girls got a big win. Matt Mackay just misses point-blank range layup.
Yeah, you got to finish on those.
Fuller Jones, corner three again! And just like that, Brookstone's got a little momentum.
They came out here in the fourth, up 6-0.
Solon, Lane's got it. And ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Brookstone getting a little hot, forcing some turnovers. Fuller Jones just with the hot shooting. He's got 6 points.
Malachi Lyles comes in. And the layup is good. From Reed Adams. Timeout Pacelli. Full timeout. What an explosive run for Pacelli. And Brookstone, they're pretty fired up. We got a game here. 45-31, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back after this. (45-31). Brookstone, 13-0 scoring run. TJ Smith in and out. Rebound, Bo Christopher. Hank Wiley's got it. Rhett Lane. They're doing this without any starter out there. This is the entire bench Brookstone's doing this with to get back in this game. Still down 14. Lane loses it. Good defense from Justy to Smith for the layup. Good job from TJ Smith. Christopher loses it right back again. Deuce Moore drives, Deuce Moore foul.
Yeah, that big bucket by TJ Smith gives them 17. That stopped the bleeding a little bit because Brookstone was on an 8-0 run to start the fourth quarter. They cut it to 15.
Full time. Yeah, and now we get another full timeout from Brookstone. Hank Wiley gets a foul. That'll mean 2 free throws now. When we come back, game brought to you by Carroll Purdue State Farm, Jerry Johnson Agency, Master Wall, Behringer Construction, St. Anne-Pacelli, PNB Broadcasting, Sports Visions, and Double Coverage. We'll be back after this. Welcome back. 6:04 remaining in this one. The Vikings are up 16 on the Cougars.
Brookstone cut the lead to 13. So that was a big basket by TJ Smith, and now Deuce Moore is going the line for Pacelli.
Moore hits the first. Henderson to Fuller-Jones again. Misses, rebound, Tolbert, he gets fouled. So Moore makes both free throws, makes an 18-point game. Tolbert gets fouled. Tolbert, Vickerson, Fuller-Jones, Henderson, and Chapman Dykes are out there right now for the Cougars. Melvin and Rose set the check in for the Vikings.
Score update at halftime. Doherty is leading Carver 27-22. Monroe is leading Columbus 40-26. We'll have that Columbus-Carver game on Georgia Alabama Sports Live this Friday.
Hardaway Cairo,
You'll be at Hardaway Cato. That's a big region game too.
A lot happening this rest of this week. All right, so a lot of time left in this one. Vikings up by 18. Smith. Justy bullying his way, and Fuller-Jones seals it, and Michael Rowe gets it, misses, and Vickerson gets the loose ball. Henderson, bad pass. Dykes underneath to Vickerson, and him and Tolbert didn't know who he was going to, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, they collided on the play, and Pacelli's going to end up getting this one back.
Reed Adams comes in. Good hands from Fuller-Jones. TJ to Justy. Justy can't finish. A lot of missed layups from the Vikings here in the second half.
Get on him!
Oh, nice pump fake.
And no call.
I think Pacelli wants to try to slow it down. I mean, you're up by 18.
Smith, corner three, yes! Good shot from TJ Smith. Back to 21.
That gives him 20 points for the game.
He's been phenomenal today.
I think that gave Pacelli a little bit of breathing room with 4:23 left to go. That was a huge shot by TJ Smith.
Oh, good pass and layup. Reed Adams. Moore. Look at Rowe, gets fouled.
Yeah, Reed Adams on the foul.
Brookstone foul. Call number 21, Reed Adams. His second in the team's fourth. Michael Rowe at the line.
And Rowe makes the first free throw. Williams is going to come in and get Justy a break. Rowe misses, and the rebound goes to Brookstone. Vickerson fouled.
Vickerson led Brookstone in scoring last year. He averaged a little over 12 points a game, but they did lose players like Dimitri Flowers, Jordan Daniels, Andrew Alford. A lot of the shooters. Remember, Andrew Alford shot all those threes in the quarterfinal game against Pacelli in the GIAA playoffs. It was Jordan Daniels that hit that buzzer beater in the first round. We called that game on the campus of Brookstone.
Melvin gets hammered by Vickerson. Vickerson thought he was playing football right there.
It's been a little physical in this game, a little chippiness as well. I mean, these two rivals they're competitors. They want to win, and they're just going to fight until the end. And I've been very impressed with how Brookstone has been able to battle back. They did cut it to 13, but right now it's a 19-point lead for Pacelli with 3:38 left to go. Matthew Melvin's going to go to the line for 2.
Referee thought that Chris Vickerson had fouled out. It was just a 15 foul. And Melvin hits that one.
Melvin makes them both.
55-34. Tolbert, Fuller-Jones to Thomas. Henderson connects from downtown, three-pointer for Thomas Henderson.
Thomas Henderson's got 9. Good pass by Fuller-Jones.
Melvin goes baseline, wild pass, and here comes Brookstone. Henderson, he gets ripped. Nope. And then gets fouled.
Yeah, Deuce Moore coming up with that foul.
That's going to be Deuce's 4th. Justy's in now to get Melvin.
You want to try to come back in this game, you got to get a player like Fuller-Jones hot and let him just shoot threes. He's a catch-and-shoot type of guy.
How about Tolbert, who doesn't hit anything? And Jones gets the rebound. And it's going to go to Pacelli, jump ball.
Good effort by Fuller-Jones. Brookstone will take on Westfield School next. They're 11-5 overall.
Smith, three-pointer. No, rebound, Rowe. Rowe gets fouled.
Actually, I was looking at the girls. Westfield School is 5-12, 0-2 in the region on the boys' side. How about the game Michael Rowe has had just coming in the starting lineup, the 6'5 freshman?
Yeah. He had a big one against Douglas County. He hits the first free throw. Bush and Brown coming in for Smith and Moore. So Brookstone's going to bring 5 in. Rhett Lane, Zay Cunningham, Hank Wiley, Jack Lane. And I think that's 31, Dylan Terry. And it is. Pacelli up by 20. The closest Brookstone has gotten it is 14 here in the second half. Wiley, no. And Brown, the Rowe, miss, gets a rebound, goes up, and gets fouled.
It was a good effort by Rode just to pull down that offensive rebound for the putback, draws the foul. Just tremendous skills down in the post. This is one of those games where Pacelli, they're happy to get the win, but they know that they got a big one this Thursday against Heritage.
Rowe makes the first one. Latham's going to come in and get Brown.
And they take on Baldwin after that, and then they got to hope that Jaden's Ford can come back when they get ready for the GIAA playoffs, which, by the way, will be held at Columbus State University. I know we're excited about that.
Look at Bush.
Oh, there you go.
Just more athletic.
Jalen Bush has had a good game. He's had 11 points.
Coming in now for Pacelli. How about John Thompson? Going to get McCaw.
This is a good effort by Pacelli in the fourth quarter to hold off that 8-0 run by Brookstone to start the fourth.
Three-pointer up. No good from Dylan Terry. Terry just got the rebound. Shooting that was Zay Cunningham. Latham, Caleb. So Pacelli plays Heritage. Brookstone. And it's three-pointer from Latham.
Oh, there you go.
How about Trenton Latham getting on the board? He got an and one earlier in the first half and then connects on that one.
Yeah, Brookstone will be taking on Westfield School.
So hopefully both these teams get wins. We hope the best. How about Thompson for three? No, Bush rebound. Bush lays it in.
Bush has got 13. Boy, how fun is this going to be on February the 9th at the campus of Brookstone? .4 left to go.
Timeout, we'll take one, too. Last one, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Be back after this. Last 58 seconds remaining in this one. 65-37. Jack Lane will dump it down, pump fake, and layup is good to Sam Wiley. Dump down, turn around, layup, it's good. And everyone's fired up about that. They love when the bench player scores. Isaiah Jackson was the one that scored, the junior. Terry, foul. 13.7. That's where you just let them play, Richard. Everybody's fouling out there when it comes to the second and third teamers, and you just let them run out there and just, unless it's egregious.
Yeah, you don't want to go for some hard fouls when it's the game's out of reach with 13.7 seconds left to go.
Terry knocks them both down, and Pacelli is going to go to now in region play, 3-0, 12-5, and they got a huge matchup against Heritage. The Vikings win this one by 26. We got another one coming up here in a few weeks. Can't wait for that one. We're going to have an interview with Coach Corey Black right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Stay right there. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, everyone, welcome back. I'm here with winning head coach, Coach Corey Black. Very intense rivalry, standing room only, everything we expected. But I thought your team played very well without your leading scorer. What'd you learn about your team tonight?
We weren't very good tonight. Really disappointed, to be honest with you. 41 points. That's not us. This time of year, we got to get better defensively if we're going to win a state championship. I'm not happy about it. You know, good effort, but that's not good enough for us to get our goals.
And you missed a lot of layups there at the end. Michael Rowe, Williams, Bush. You had a lot of guys get rebounds, but they're not able to finish there, Coach. I know you want to work on that.
Yeah, we got to finish. We got a lot of work to do before we get to Heritage on Thursday, or we're going to be in some trouble. So that's the fun part about it. Go back, watch this film, get better in practice tomorrow, load the bus Thursday, and go see what happened at Heritage, because that's the game. I know we sold this game out, but if we don't take no folks to Heritage, we're going to be in trouble.
No doubt about it. Coach, I got to ask a question. Jaden Ford, what are we looking like about him?
Jaden Ford going to be back Thursday. You best believe that.
No doubt. Coach, thank you so much. Great job, great atmosphere, and looking forward. Hope you get a big win against Heritage.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Yes, sir. That is Coach Corey Black. I don't know where Richard's at. I was trying to end the broadcast with him, but again, thank you to everyone that tuned in tonight. Good job for Brookstone and Anne-Pacelli. Tomorrow, we got our show at 7 o'clock. Make sure to tune in. Thursday, doubleheader at CV, men's and women's, and Lee Scott Glenwood. That's a big rivalry. And then on Friday, we got a doubleheader. Carver Columbus, Hardaway taking on Cairo. Plus, these Pacelli Vikings are taking on Heritage. We'll give you up to date and more. Georgia Alabama Sports Live signing off saying good night. We'll see you later. Thank you to Toy Guard, too, our producer.